Hey, what's up everyone? My name's Chris Winter, and in this video, I'm going to take a quick look at and preview the brand new Nikon D7500. By the way guys, if you didn't know, I'm actually currently giving away either a Nikon D5600 or a Canon 77D to one lucky subscriber, so all you need to do to enter is hit that subscribe button. And also guys, if you haven't seen it yet, definitely make sure to check out my brand new list, the top 5 best DSLRs for under $1,200. If you do want to check that out, that link will be in the description box below under this video and you can take a look. But anyway, let's take a look at the specs of this brand new Nikon D7500. So to start off with, in case you didn't know, the Nikon D7500 is going to be a replacement to the very popular Nikon D7200. To be honest, the naming is a little bit odd, considering most people thought the name would be the D7300, but I actually think the name works pretty well. The D7500 is actually pretty similar to the D500 in specs, so having that 500 in the name is not a bad idea. Now, I extensively reviewed the Nikon D500 last year and I was really impressed with it. One of the main new inclusions on the D500 was its inclusion of 4K video, and I'm happy to see that on the new D7500 we'll have it as well. This is one area where I really think Nikon is a step above Canon because they're happy to put 4K video in their mid to lower end cameras. Now, it'll be interesting to see if we're going to be getting any improved autofocus for video, because that would make this camera a real winner. Oh, and guys, I was thinking about getting in a Nikon D7500 to test it and put it against a couple of different cameras. So if you'd like to see that, let me know by leaving a thumbs up on this video. Now the D7500 is going to have a burst rate of 8 frames per second, which for a camera that's under $1,300 is pretty impressive. Sure, it's not as fast as something like the Nikon D500, but for most people, 8 frames per second is going to be enough unless you're a dedicated sports or wildlife shooter. Something I'm very excited to see in the new D7500 is its inclusion of a tilting LCD screen. This was one of the big omissions from the D7200. Now, I recently reviewed this camera right here, the Nikon D5600, and this has a fully articulating screen, and it's actually fantastic. Getting a composition with this when you're taking some shots from up high or even down low is a lot easier than trying to look through the viewfinder. Not only that, the D7500 also comes with an OLED electronic viewfinder. Now on paper, that sounds really cool, but it'll be interesting to see how it works and how it looks when we take it out in the field. Another new feature on the Nikon D7500 is its inclusion of Snapbridge technology. Now this is essentially its Bluetooth and Wi-Fi connectivity. To be totally honest, after using the D3400, D5600 and D500, I've not been super impressed with it. It's a bit glitchy. There have recently been some updates though, so hopefully with the new D7500, we're going to see a more stable technology. Now the D7500 includes the X-Speed 5 imaging chip, which is the same processor in the D500. That's actually a pretty big deal that it's included, and to me that says that Nikon's really not holding back with this camera. We're also getting a max ISO of 51,600, which sounds good, but we'll see how that performs in tests later on. So what's the competition with this new Nikon D7500? Well, on the Nikon side, there's the bigger brother, the Nikon D500, which I thought was the best DSLR for last year. I used it a lot and found it to be a brilliant camera. It is quite expensive though, and was out of a lot of people's price range, so the D7500 will be a good option for those people. On the lower end, you might be looking at the Nikon D5600 like I've got right here. Now this came out a few months ago and it's a great new camera, but to me the specs on the new Nikon D7500 look like they're a step above. On the Canon side, cameras such as the Canon 77D, 80D and 7D Mark II will be good alternatives. Now all of those cameras lack 4K video however, so that's something to consider, although to me the dual pixel autofocus is the best in the field on those Canon cameras. So overall I'm actually really excited with this new Nikon D7500 and I think you should be too. So guys, if you haven't done it yet, definitely make sure to subscribe to go into the draw to win either a Nikon D5600 or a Canon 77D. And also definitely make sure to check out my top 5 list of the best cameras for under $1,200. That link's in the description box below under this video. Hope you have a fantastic day. I'll see you next time. Bye.